Free Dog made this one.
Yeah.
Living separate lives for a very long time. So they together, but they living separate. And part of the reason why they're already living separate lives, and we may actually see one of the biggest divorces in Hollywood, is because Jay Z is up next to be exposed. But I'm just letting you know that once that comes out and Jay Z is exposed for his nefarious past, you're gonna see Beyonce divorce him.
The day of reckoning is upon us, folks. Beyonce and Jay Z present a united front in the media, but rumors swirl on the street of a clandestine battle brewing behind closed doors, possibly leading to divorce. Whispers suggest Beyonce's team implies she's initiating the split, while Jay Z's camp asserts he's reached his breaking point. Regardless of the instigator, speculation abounds that divorce looms. Both sides allegedly leak information, conflicting narratives. Yet, amid the turmoil, one certainty emerges. A marital dissolution seems inevitable. The public watches with bated breath as the saga unfolds, wondering what lies ahead for the iconic power couple. Based on what most folks have noticed, it's pretty obvious that Jay Z and Beyonce don't seem to be in love, especially Beyonce. It seems like she's lost interest in him. People can see there's no excitement in her eyes when they're together. Lots of people think they look more like best friends or even siblings rather than a couple in love. And you know what's made people talk even more about them breaking up? It's Jay Z's speech at the Grammys.
You know, I don't want to embarrass this young lady, but she has more Grammys than everyone and never won Album of the Year. So even by your own metrics, that doesn't work. Think about that. The most Grammys, never won Album of the Year. That doesn't work. You know, some of you gonna go home tonight and feel like you've been robbed. Some of you may get robbed.
Beyonce looked like she was feeling a certain way just by her face. People said later that she felt embarrassed and wanted to go home. Videos from the awards show seemed to prove it because Beyonce and Jay Z left right after the speech. It seemed like she wasn't comfortable staying there anymore. People are talking about Jay Z and Beyonce's marriage, saying it's been rocky for a while. They haven't been living together for some time, and it seems their problems started before 2014. Remember that event in 2014 called the Met Gala? There's a video from that night showing Beyonce's sister, Solange, fighting with Jay Z in an elevator at a party. Word is she was upset because Jay Z supposedly cheated on Beyonce. At the time, the family released the following statement. There has been a great deal of speculation about what triggered the unfortunate incident, but the most important thing is that our family has worked through it. Jay and Solange each assume their share of responsibility for what has occurred. They both acknowledge their role in the private matter that has played out in the public. That's the story they told everyone, but apparently things were much worse behind closed doors. Beyonce's cousins even mentioned back then that she was close to filing for divorce. Then, in 2016, Beyonce released Lemonade, which seemed like a breakup album. But somehow, it looked like they managed to patch things up. Beyonce did mention Jay Z in her work from time to time, but apparently things weren't great behind the scenes. Even though they had twins shortly after, reports suggest their relationship was still rocky. Sometimes people think having kids will fix things in a marriage, but that's not always the case. It looks like Jay Z and Beyonce have been keeping things together for a while, but it might not last much longer. There's talk that Jay Z could face some public scrutiny soon, similar to what happened with Diddy. In case you haven't heard, insiders are saying that Diddy doesn't want to face trouble alone. Allegedly, he started talking, and based on reports, the next person we might see doing the same is Jay Z. These two used to be really tight, but now, with Diddy facing issues and possibly cooperating with authorities, it's causing some tension in Jay Z's circle. You see, Jay Z is not a young guy anymore, so a lot of his past actions aren't plastered all over social media like they are for younger celebrities. That's how he's managed to keep things quiet until now. But even though it's not all over the internet, people still know about it and might be talking. Listen up, the first person we anticipate exposing Jay is reportedly his wife Beyonce. This might happen after their divorce becomes public. The timing of when they began dating has always seemed fishy. Beyonce claimed in interviews that she was 18 when they met and 19 when they started dating. However, according to some who were there at the time, Jay allegedly started getting involved with Beyonce when she was much younger, possibly as young as Foxy Brown when he got together with her.
Allegedly a romantical thing. It's all right, I'll say alleged, but we know. Yeah, she hit it before Beyonce. Allegedly.
Hit rock bottom. I can tell you what it feel like.